Hello everyone, it's the Pathfinder. I think Prismatic Evolutions will never go below MSRP, and I'm going to tell you why. Today we are going to look at 3 different sets. The first one is Team Up and Evolving Skies, and of course Prismatic Evolutions itself. We're going to look at Booster Bundle, and we're going to put them side by side to look at a few parameters, and then we are going to hopefully be able to come to a conclusion or indication how Prismatic Evolutions will do and why I think Prismatic Evolutions will never ever go below MSRP. And of course I know some of you will say, oh, but the Prismatic Evolutions is not a standard set, it doesn't come with booster box, so we are going to use the closest thing that we can compare with, which is the booster bundle, and we're going to take 6 of them as a price comparison. What we're going to compare directly is between the 3 sets. You have Team Up, Evolving Skies, Prismatic Evolutions of course, and now I'm going to use the current today's booster box price according to Poke data, and we are also going to look at the total set value, top 5 cards, top 10, top 20, and also how many cards are there that is above a certain price point. This one will give us some idea of how deep the set actually is, which will also tell us how desirable, how sought after the set is as well. We are going to start with the tag team set because this is one of the oldest one, and Latios everybody know is very good. Some of the rainbow rare in this set is actually doing very well as well. Surprisingly, and some of the trainer cards, as you can see, is going quite well in terms of price. There are still a lot of people are getting them, even though this is quite an old set. As you know, this is actually the best performing set in terms of price in the Sun and Moon era, which is also why I'm using this set as a comparison, although it's not a evolution set. So I have helped summarize everything here. So the top 10 cards are these cards, as you can see. Most of them are tag team cards. We do have 2 trainer cards here as well. In terms of the box price, at the moment is $3,213, and the total set value is $4,300, and the top 5 cards close to $2.7 thousand, and then top 10 cards 3.3, top 20 cards 3,868, and we have 3 cards above $300, 10 cards above $100, cards above $50 we have 16, and cards above $20, 28 of them. So if you look at that, why we are looking at the prices of the cards, of course this actually tells us how desirable they are, because if people don't like them, they will not be willing to pay for the certain price, and so it directly tells us how much people actually like the cards, right? And also I think one thing we must also keep in mind is that the booster box price for Team Up is actually very high. One of the reason is also because this is the set that is actually not reprinted at all, so they have one run of the print and that's all. So the supply wise, actually it will be much lower than what we are seeing in Evolving Sky and most likely Prismatic Evolutions as well. So that is something we also have to take in mind, but we will come back to that later. So the next one we are taking a look is of course Evolving Skies, and everyone is quite familiar with all the cards over here. Umbreon VMAX of course is really expensive, the Rayquaza VMAX, but we also have a lot of odd V cards that is making the list in the top few. Some rainbow rares as well, but of course a lot of all these rainbow rares are like duplicate of the normal VMAX, or sorry odd V, and VMAX odd, right? So but I personally I do not find them very desirable in terms of the art. I would much rather have the Auto V card compared to the rainbow rare, but I do understand some people actually prefer the rainbow cards. These are all personal preference. Art is a very subjective matter, so we are not going to go too deep into that. But if you look at the top 10 cards, they are all ordered cards. Some of them are the V cards, some of them are the VMAX, but they are all very difficult to pull. At the moment, the box price is $1,200, close to $1,300. I think it was slightly higher, maybe last month. But in the last 1-2 weeks, it actually dropped back down to below 1,003. Total set value is $6,000, and top 5 cards comes to about 3.7 thousand. Top 10, 4.7 thousand. Top 20 at 5.3 thousand, and we have 5 cards above $300, 12 cards above 100, 13 cards above $50, and we have 24 cards above $20. Alright, so let's move on. The last one, of course, is the Prismatic Evolutions, the latest one, and we have many cards that is above $200-300, and of course all of the evolutions, but we also have many other unique cards like the Dragapult, Raging Bolt are doing well recently. The Pikachu Gold cards is doing quite well. Even Goldengo is above $100, and many more. We have the Master Balls here as well, all above $50. Even the Sandy Shock is $45. So we have a very deep set over here, and if you just look at price wise, total set value is $8,000, and if we just stick at the current price, I know in the open market they are selling at triple MSRP, but if you just take 6 bundles at triple MSRP in the open market, let's say on eBay, this is the price you will reach, which is equivalent to 36 packs, just like how you get in a booster box, right? So $437, and total set value is 8,000. Top 5 is close to 3.3 thousand. Top 10 4.7, about. Top 20 6,000, and we have 7 cards above $300. Above $100 there's 17 cards, and this is the number, if you remember from Team Up as well as Evolving Sky, these numbers are much larger. So cards above $50 32, and we have those cards above $20 47 cards. So if we put them side by side, all 3 of them, that is more interesting, I feel. Team Up, Evolving Sky, and Prismatic Evolutions goes this way. So total set value wise, at the moment Prismatic Evolutions is the highest. Will it drop? Probably. I mean, when we have more supply, more single cards reach the market, it's likely to drop. I think that is quite normal, unless the demand really continue to pick up, but we never really know, right? But at the moment we can see that Prismatic Evolution has the highest total set value, and as in terms of the booster box price, Team Up, as I said, is very low printed, so the box price is very high. Of course it is also an older set, much older set, in Sun and Moon. Evolving Sky is about 3 to 4 years old. I think not 4 years old yet, but yeah, 3+ years old. At the moment it's close to $1.3 thousand, and 6 bundles of Prismatic Evolution, like I said, is $437. And if we look at the top cards, Evolving Sky is number 1, top 5, followed by Prismatic Evolutions, and then Team Up, top 10 cards. Again, Evolving Sky slightly, only like $50 more than Prismatic Evolutions, and the third is Team Up. But when we go to top 20 cards, very interesting observation I made was top 20 cards in Prismatic Evolutions, $6,068 is already more than the total set value of the whole Evolving Sky set. So yeah, that tells you how deep this Prismatic Evolution set is. So the top 20 cards all are very valuable, and then number of cards above certain values, you can see Prismatic Evolution at the moment is very much above, head and shoulder above the other 2 sets. But like I said, you give it a few more months, maybe 6 months, a year, this will probably drop. Some of I fully expect some of this to drop. The Eeveelutions card, the top 5, top 10 cards, is it going to drop? Very difficult to say. It really depends on the market perception, how much people are willing to pay for them. But I expect the cards that is after the top 20, top 30, top 40 cards, that people that don't really chase, when we have more supply in the market, that should drop. So I expect these 2 number to drop slightly. These 2, maybe not that much, right? Okay, so what's the conclusion here? I really feel Prismatic Evolution is one of the best sets in the last few years, and I think the market know this as well, and which is why as soon as it is out, we can say that because, you know, there's really nothing else in the market and everything goes up in price, but not like that, right? I mean, Prismatic Evolution, you can easily just get it at MSRP and sell it at triple MSRP, and people will buy them. It's not just because people like to support, scalper, and many of us say that even myself, I don't want to support the scalpers. But on the other hand, if we just look at the numbers at the moment, even though we say that this is very expensive, this is really triple of MSRP. But if you just look at this compared to Evolving Sky, it is like 3 times cheaper, right? 200%, 300% cheaper than Evolving Sky. So if I look at it that way, then I felt that from the collection point of view, I will still get some, right? Of course, I'm not going to spend thousands and thousands of dollars worth in getting things at triple MSRP on a very new set. I hope that it will come down in price, but I really have no idea. Is it going to go down? By how much? I do not know. I'm quite confident that the Prismatic Evolution product will be approaching Evolving Sky's price in terms of the packed comparison. So 6 bundle, I fully expect it to go up to like $1,200 in a few years time, just like how expensive Evolving Sky is. I mean, if this continue to do so well in terms of the singles, I don't see why it will not approach Evolving Sky's level, because Evolving Sky was also printed a lot. The Pokemon Company International says that they're going to print a lot of Prismatic Evolutions, but current situation in the market and the rip and ship culture in the last 1 year tells us that the whole market is very different. Unless they can print this like 5 times more than what they normally do, I do not see how they can keep the price down at all. And the market everybody knows Prismatic is a very, very good set. It's an S tier set. So I do not think the price will ever go low enough for it to really appear on the shelf, on the retail shelf, that at a very low price, because people just buy them, right? So as soon as all the product goes dry, it will just drive price in the secondary market up as high as it wants. So yeah, I really do not see how Prismatic Evolution can even approach MSRP, let alone going below MSRP. I do not want people to FOMO, but at the same time, I feel this is the very, very realistic, and this is really a problem. So unless the Pokemon Company can print maybe another 3 or 4 times or 5 times more of what they forecasted the demand is, I do not feel that the price will go much lower than what we are seeing right now, which is like at least triple MSRP at the secondary market, right? That is what I wanted to share today. Let me know what you think. Do you think that the Prismatic Evolution will be readily available at MSRP or below MSRP in a few months' time? Are we going to see them on the shelf, falling off the shelf? Hopefully what the Pokemon Company International says that they will do. Do you think that will happen? Let me know in the comments below. See you in the next one.